Hello, this is Crypto Neptune, and in today's video, we're going to talk about the potential for billions in payroll to be loading on Zebec Network, and I'm going to explain why and where this particular additional funding would come from. Remember, nothing I say is financial advice, only use risk capital, and thank you to those who continue to support the channel. So, we already know the story of Zebec, and their bread and butter is payroll, and there's a great message here from Simon kind of talking about their acquisition of PayBridge and the significance of that acquisition. So let's go ahead and play this clip here.
PayBridge has been the perfect fit for the Zebec ecosystem. We took a risk on it. We're the first time a crypto company has bought a real world payroll company in the US. It's kind of been the first of many acquisitions. It's proven our product market fit. It's proven our thesis. And from there, we've gone on to acquire two additional businesses. We are now one of the largest payroll providers of charter schools in the US, which is such a great vertical because we're paying teachers, and teachers are then explaining these concepts to the next generation, to their students. So it's building the cycle, it's strengthening the ecosystem, and there's a lot more to come from here.
Yeah, so by Zebec going out and acquiring PayBridge, it showed that they are for real, and it shows the strength of an actual crypto company going into Web 2 and buying a Web 2 company. But not only that, they have also have one of the largest payroll providers for U.S. charter schools too. So that has further expanded into payroll their ability to pay teachers and educators, and as it kind of expanded that sector. But this is a very big significance of what Zebec is doing with payroll. But not only that, again, it shows the suite of and the potential of the payroll to continue to grow. They have the partnership with Payroll Growth Partners, and that's an investment arm of Zebec, invest in leading payroll companies across diverse industries. So we have that information here. Then we have PayBridge also. So PayBridge essentially is another, again, that is what they acquired. And then here, the addition of school payroll services in PGP portfolio. So that information is here too. So again, you see how the potential for growth in these different arms here. And then the science card and significance of that, and them again going the school route in the UK, setting up the card platform and allowing funding to be used with the science cards and the different research and things like that. But again, this is another way for Zebec to expand. We know about Assure. It's a payroll software which is traded on the NASDAQ. Another way for Zebec to expand. CodaPay is another one. And here's the kicker here. Deutsche Bank. So I looked for some additional information on that because I was like, okay, so what is the significance of Zebec Network and Deutsche Bank relationship? What are the plans in short? And in short, we already know here about the stablecoin, the EURAU stablecoin, that piece of it, embedding this stablecoin into Zebec's payroll platform and card suite for seamless real-time wage distributions and global spending. So now you are tapping into Europe, and this is a smart play far as them going this route. And the enterprise rollout launched services for all Unity's clients in Europe, focusing on instant payroll solutions to replace outdated systems. So this here would be the added piece that would take Zebec over billions in payroll. So okay, so you're probably saying, so where again, and then it says here expansion focus, build on US successes to grow in Europe and beyond, leveraging Deutsche Bank's network by compliant, enterprise ready stablecoin payroll. Yeah, this is it. And this is how it's going to expand. We already have the USDC payroll piece of it in the US. We're now in Europe, expanding in Europe with the EURAU stablecoin, expanding that out. And I can think next, potentially Asia, then going into Australia, going that route. And then we have South America. So there's like a whole bunch of different layers to this that could, again, make this an absolute game changer. So you're probably wondering too, like, okay, so what is Zebec's payroll now? So as it stands right now, it says their annual payroll volume is 500 million. So as we continue to grow from an adoption perspective, this is only going to get bigger and bigger, and a lot of companies are going to want to partner with Zebec because they already have the upgraded payment rails on Web3, and they already have it set up to where you're getting paid by the second, and you're getting rid of the old getting paid by weekly, getting paid by the month. That whole process has gone by the wayside. And again, 250 plus clients and growing. That's the key there. You got the 250 plus clients and growing there. So that's another key. And then right now they currently support 18 plus blockchains, 150 plus tokens, which that could grow too. So that is how this is all going to grow. And getting over here to looking at, so what are we looking at right now with Zebec? And this is going to be kind of slowly then suddenly. On the year, we are up 249%. So we're down way, way, way down here at the bottom at 008. And I believe some people even got in at 0007 at one point. And then it had this real massive run up where it got to point 006. It says it's point 006 here, but I believe it even touched 007. And 90 million in volume. It even touched higher than that. But that's kind of how it looked. And then we've had a significant pullback. Again, we're going to look at this where we're at right now. There is currently fear in the market, which has happened. We were, as of October 10th, sitting at 0.005 and have had a significant pullback all the way down to 0.003, down 28.54% over the last month. So it's up to you what you want to do. You can absolutely do nothing at this time. You can do nothing, hold your bags and wait. Or you can, if you're somebody that has the extra capital and you want to DCA, totally your call. You can DCA. That's you. Here's what I say with your investment. You do you with your investment. Don't let anybody tell you what to do with your investment, whether you buy, whether you sell, whether you hodl. You do you with your investment is always the best advice that I can get you. But I wanted to paint a picture of the payroll expansion and what that looks like for Zebec and the potential impact, which is something we definitely need to look at. And on the day, we're down 10%. So a pullback from 0.0035 and then all the way back down to 0.0031. So there's definitely some pain and fear in the market. So from a project perspective, do I believe in what Zebec is doing? Absolutely. I believe in what they are doing. This project, they continue to build day by day by day, continue to form partnerships, they continue with the outrage marketing, and those holders also are over 87,000 and continue to grow. So only time will tell, and we're hoping for a potential maybe swing here sometime towards the end of the year where we can get some momentum in Zebec and start to see that price appreciation again. But Super App, that's on the horizon. And then Zebec Net is another thing that's going to be beta tested. It's a whole world mobile thing, so that's something we got to consider too, of some potential catalysts perhaps that could send a signal to the market that Zebec Network is a big time player that you need to pay attention to. So I want to thank you for listening to this video, and thanks for stopping by.